guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time, we arrived at the 9th floor after poisoning Puffy. Now, you're definitely going to want your petrification protection still active for this fight here. I have taken to controlling Chisato there to use 10,000 volts to keep large groups of enemies away from me, because you're going to want something that hits from a range. And if we go over here, we get an Artemis Leaf, and we get the Valiant Boots. Now, the Valiant Boots are rather interesting because there's a lot of sources that are wrong about this. And that was really easy. Those guys can eat you as well as all their other cousins. But yeah, the Valiant Boots, according to many sources, including the game itself, don't tell you what they actually do. If you drop down from the first floor, that's the room you end up in, and you just come up here right next to the stairs. But yeah, the game doesn't tell you, and most guides get this wrong, but you actually, the Valiant Boots have the same speed boost as the Bunny Shoes. Now, the game doesn't say this, nothing says this. I remember when I played the game early on that I looked at them and was like, oh, but they're not faster. And then there was a specific reason why I equipped them one time, and I didn't even clue into the fact that I didn't lose my speed. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. These are really good. They're basically Bunny Shoes without the 80 stamina and 250 more defense. So yeah, those are worthwhile putting on. I will give them to who has the lowest. I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, because we all have about the same. So yeah, we'll get, I think, 2 pairs of Valiant Boots, 2 pairs of Valkyrie Boots, which are this equivalent for females. But yeah, that's pretty cool that we get that there. So just make sure you know that, yeah, it does allow you to keep going really, really fast. Get Resurrection Mist. There's not much to this floor. It's a relatively straightforward floor. Yeah, you see, well, it's still moving really fast, so yeah, you don't have to worry. 10,000 volts is pretty good to keep the enemies away. The AI does not like using it, so if you want to use 10,000 volts, like if you have tear gas equipped anyway, so if you want to use 10,000 volts with tear gas equipped, you're going to have to control Chisato yourself. I think it's interesting to show off me controlling different characters throughout the game, specifically now that things are changing a little bit, and we're using a lot of the same abilities, but you know, there's changes with Claude, and the strength of our abilities is getting higher, and stuff like that. But anyway, it's interesting, I think, to show off. That one doesn't close. What am I looking for here? I want to go up first. Do note this place, because I'll meet you back here off screen, since there's, I think, a longer trek here. Actually, never mind. I don't have to. Trek's not as long as I thought. There's another split path.
No. Do it with spirit.
Alright, we'll take care of these guys one more time. I don't know what these guys do other than die, but, yeah. Claude, the AI is not very good controlling Claude, unfortunately.
Leave it up to me.
But yeah, we've got so many levels the last little while that, don't get stuck, that we're just so powerful now that we can do crap tons of damage, even if the AI is not particularly smart with our characters. Alright. Yeah, so we don't need to bother doing anything off screen. I'd forgotten that this path was here. So just head down here. Other than that, it's a rather unique floor, because once we get over here, this is the way forward. If we had gone down from the screen I was saying that I was going to meet you at, you would have ended up getting to the same place. Here's Coffin. Okay.
This is bad.
Oh, we have new enemies. Sure, we'll show this one off. These are a level up of the archers from before. They're annoying because their attacks interrupt you a lot, but other than that, I wouldn't worry about it.
I guess that's it.
We're going to gain a lot of points, and I've already put a whole bunch in, just to kind of get an idea. We're going to be maxing out pretty much everything going forward. As you can see, we've maxed out a lot of things already. But yeah, I'd work on, I guess, some of the other skills. Avoid piety for now, and if you can get your characters, some of your other characters, like in my case I got Ernest, let's see, with Familiar. I got him to level 5. If you just leave him at level 5, then you'll always have someone who can do that. Just make sure that they have the talent for it as well. And, oh yeah, I forgot to go over this before. I can't remember if I went over this. Leon is a mage. He is supposed to have Sense of Mana, but he doesn't on my file. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever seen this before. But yeah, every other mage will have the Blessing of Mana. For some reason, Leon doesn't. I don't know why. It's really, really weird. Anyway. And then I think I have Leon or Celine set to Familiar. No, okay, she's at level 8. But he's stuck at level 1. So as long as you have somebody at level 1, somebody at level 5, and then you can max out all your main characters at level 10 if you want to. You only need one person at level 1, one person at level 5, and then one person at level 10. Just gives you access to a wider range of items because they don't just add more items to the list with Familiar. They actually change the items up altogether. So at level 1, you get blueberries and blackberries. At level 5, you get resurrection bottles. And at level 10, I think you get some other stuff that's good. I think it's spring water. Anyway, yeah, that floor is unique because it's the only one with no boss fight yet. So anyway, this is called Decision Point. Now, there's a 4x4 grid here. And let's see here. We want to activate doors, and it'll open things up for us. Give me a sec. I'm going to find my map. Alright, I found my map. So we want to unlock specific doors to give us access to specific rooms. I'll go over why they're different colors in a moment. So we'll go up to that one. And yeah, I guess we'll go up to that one. It's not going to unlock anymore. You can only unlock 5 rooms, and otherwise the doors will be closed. Now, the enemies on this floor are reasonably powerful. As you can see, they're boss fights in previous floors. These guys are fast. Ouch! Yeah, you can start actually dying at this point. So, Resurrection missed. Okay, Opera, do your job. I may have to switch over to Opera on this floor. Holy crap! Holy crap, look at all that damage. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Well, that's
yeah, this is a very scary floor. Before doing this floor, you may want to use one of your go-home frogs and run outside and save. Something's written on there. Time to choose if crimson be the color of death, azure or yellow for tranquility, or no, I guess, what was it? Azure, isn't that blue? Anyway, it's referring to white. I didn't activate any white squares. We're actually going to go and do some of the more difficult parts of the floor. One thing you may want to do is you may want to take practice off so you're not taking as much damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Opera, and then I'm going to keep her in the back, and she's just going to spam healing the whole time. But the yellow floors, I think it drains your HP a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's draining my HP a little bit. And maybe the battles are stronger or something. I don't know. The red floors, it's even worse. It drains really, really fast. So just make sure that you're healing, and make sure you're like healing in between fights and stuff like that too. I'm gonna, yeah, be spamming healing just to make sure we all stay alive. Yeah, this floor is very, very dangerous, so be careful.
Okay, cut. End it there.
Alright, so now we're gonna head down here. Grab this treasure chest. Oh, these treasure chests. Rainbow Diamond, pointless. Valkyrie Boots. And a Sage of Stone. Alright, so I guess we'll give it to Chisato for now, the Valkyrie Boots there. It's 10 less defense, but it's still just as fast as the bunny shoes, so more defense is good, we'll take less damage. Now we want to head over here. Now there is a way to bypass all of the battles in this area if you want to, but that's entirely up to, or not all the battles, but all of the difficult rooms, the yellow and the red ones. But for the most part, the draining of the HP isn't a big deal, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. They weren't doing enough damage, so I was going to get involved in the action there, but anyway, the first thing we want to do is we want to get all of the items that we can out of here. Well, at least I do. You can wait until later, and you won't have to worry about things as much, but because they give you so many good items at this point, I really want to pick them all up before we go forward. There we go. Purity Leaf. So the floors and the map to the area are arranged in somewhat of a 4x4 grid. Be very careful in this fight. This is a very easy fight to get game over in, because those guys can eat you, and the other guy can do a lot, or can freeze you in place, allowing the other guys to eat you. If you have any kind of a bomb that you can use, where the hell are all my bombs? Beep beep bomb. Then that can be helpful. The other option is controlling Claude and running right in to kill the shade guy, the hourglass guy.
Advance forward. Leave it up to me. I guess.
But yeah, be very, very careful in here. That's why I recommended going outside to save first. Or you could just try and run from those battles, but as we've gone over in the past, running is not really the most effective thing to do in this fight. Yeah, we're going to keep you on healing duties there, Opera. The little guys tend to do way more damage than the big guys, the mechs there. Which was odd, because it was the opposite, or is the opposite in the game sequel, where you fight the big robot and the small robot on that one planet. And yeah, the big ones are the ones that did a lot of damage. There's another million staff if you care. Selene has learned Meteor Swarm. Again, you will not be able to get this if you do not have Selene. It's, I guess, her best spell, just like Extinction was Leon's best spell. I don't care about either of them, nor the million staffs, because I don't use those characters.
Oh, no.
Alright, so Claude will run over here. Get rid of you before things end up badly. There we are. Not too bad.
End it there.
Magical drops are good.
What shall I do?
Alright, now let's head up here. This is useless to us. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the Tri-Ace item. It teaches Ashton... what does it teach him? It teaches him something, anyway. I think it teaches him Tri-Ace, which is an ability that a killer movie can learn. I don't remember much about it. I don't think I ever really used it all that much, other than my first playthrough. Oh, right. When you try to leave, you end up fighting the boss. I forgot about that. This is the how do you go to the next floor. And we can fight this boss. Sure, why not?
I will win.
He's like the Guardians from before. I would suspect he's not particularly difficult. I don't remember. Well, that was fun. Yay, hard bosses. The enemies around here are more difficult. Alright. You are not the second most powerful in the universe. Anyway, he's gone. Now we can go to this floor. Dragon's Nest. No, we're not going to go there yet. We have more treasure to pick up on this floor. So, I'm going to backtrack to the main room there, since I think we have to take the same path we did before. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. I'll leave this battle in because I might die. But hopefully Claude and the others can take care of things while I'm on healing patrol here. Run! Run! I should probably be using some blackberries off screen here between fights. Okay, we survived. Anyway, I'll meet you back in that first room, and we'll explore some of the other parts of this area and get some more of the treasure. Okay, we made it back without dying, which was nice. And in order to reset things, you have to go up, come back down, and now you can set things up with a new path. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there, And then we're going to go this way to there. Now that's not going to allow us to get through, but allows us to get all the rest of the items that are in this area. All of the items are located in the yellow and the red squares, so all of the other fights you won't really need to worry about too much. You also seem to run into a lot easier fights in the white or the green, whatever color they were, squares. So yeah, it's definitely the easier method to go through the white squares, or at least on my map they're white. I think they're clear anyway on this one. So anyway, let's go up here into the yellow one, grab a Funny Slayer, up here into the red one, grab some bunny shoes, which we don't need, back through here, white room, safe room. Alright, now there should be one more treasure in here. Alright, let's grab this. Contains more Valkyrie boots. There we go. So now everyone is outfitted with either Valkyrie or Valiant boots, which is very nice for everybody else, and nobody else really matters at this point. So now I'm going to backtrack, and I will make the straightforward path toward the end there, and then I will see you in a moment. Okay, we're back, and I've already set up the path there, all those green squares. That's the safest route if you're just going for that. And it's nice and easy. You don't really need a map if you've got all these things set up, because all the paths are going to be straightforward at this point.
Here I go.
These guys without the dream, whatever it is, the hourglass dude, not really a challenge. Just spam attacks and you should win. Sato does love to go through her MP really quick. Oh, and I've maxed out all my my points here. Oop. Yeah, I got 0 because some people were maxed out. Give me a minute. There we go. All filled out. We have very few skills left to learn at this point. But yeah, you don't need a map around here because the only doors that open are the ones that you told to open with that little 16 or 4x4 square. Alright. And now we've already taken care of the Guardian, so we can just head on here to the next floor. The Dragon's Nest. This floor features some new enemies, just like all the other ones. I don't remember this floor being particularly difficult, but as far as enemies go anyway. But there are some interesting ones you can encounter around here. Go to Heaven. I have a feeling that was probably Go to Hell before they changed the translation. Give me a sec to double check something before we do this floor here. Okay, we're back. We healed. We are healed. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. This floor is relatively short. And by relatively, I mean we're already at the end. Yeah, there's not much to this floor. I couldn't remember what exactly was the special bit. This is the Dragon Tyrant. This guy is particularly interesting. He basically looks like a Synod more than a dragon, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about things. Claude, unfortunately, is going to be jumping in this fight instead of using his normal attack. He should probably be equipped with, what is it, Ripper Blast for this fight, because that'll make your life a little easier. This guy's got a lot of HP, but if you're continuing to spam attacks, you shouldn't get many attacks off. There we go.
Well, shall we go?
He does give a lot of experience. This is the one you probably should use, whatever it is, the extension card, and I probably should have in that fight, and I forgot to, but no biggie. Strength is the greatest weakness, huh? You learn the skill Float. This skill is basically useless. It allows you to hit the enemy into the air, I think, and why would you ever want to do that? It's the final skill in here, all the way down here. Yeah, it allows you to knock the enemy into the air with normal attacks. Why would you want to do this? Why wouldn't you want them stuck on the ground and spam the same attacks over and over again so that they're locked in place and they can't do anything? As you can see, we've been mastering a lot of skills. We just have music left and motor mouth, even though that's completely useless. And now we have float. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll finish up the rest of that stuff off screen there. Anyway, there's another warp out at this point. Portal of the Warrior. Leave. You're not worthy of passing through this portal. Huh. Did we do something wrong? Well, no, we didn't do anything wrong. But when you go to escape this time around, things are a little bit different. Eventually, after we load. Wow, that took forever. Anyway, so really, we're gonna get one battle on this floor against the weak enemies. Okay, fine. We'll kill them too. And have to watch a spell. Wow. Way longer than this fight needs to be. Oh well. No big deal, I guess. I'm not particularly worried about any of their attacks or anything like that. Don't use the spell again. No. Fast forward. I win. Stop wasting my time. So anyway, now that we can come out, first things first, we're actually able to leave again. So save, first and foremost. We can do that one. Sure, why not? And since we're out here anyway, we'll probably want to use the spring as a Mega Elixir because that's awesome. Then we go back in. Shall two go alone? And basically you pair your main character with a secondary character and go in through the rest of the dungeon by yourself. Now, if you are running a Reina path, this is a huge disadvantage to you because it puts Rain in your party. Whether you're using her or not, I don't know. But if you are, then she's up to level, that's fine. I'd pair her with Claude. If you're running a Claude's path, then you'd want to pair him probably with Opera if you have her. If not, someone who can heal, so maybe Reina if you're using her. If you're not using Reina at this point and either, you want to have a healer with you on a Claude's path or you're on a Reina path, then I would pair her up with someone who can do a decent amount of damage. Bowman is a good choice because he can heal himself and because he can equip the Weird Slayer. Chisato is another good choice because she can equip the Weird Slayer. But I'm going to go with those two, so I got somebody that can heal and they can both deal damage. Chisato would be great because she can take off a lot of enemies. I'm going to run from most of the enemies on my way back up, and I'll be doing the rest of this as we go up until something new happens off screen, just because there's nothing particularly interesting about it. It's a little more difficult with only 2 party members. In fact, we'll take off practice while we're here. One thing you may want to do, is in formation, you may want to set, come on, seriously, go down. Let's see, escape shift, yeah, send them down here so they can run away easier. There's that option, entirely up to you whether you want to use it or not. I'll run from some battles, I'll kill some battles depending on how things are. In fact, I'll probably set my thing to that, make life easier. But anyway, yeah, you can talk to them and you can get the entire party together, but you need to go all the way back up with only 2 party members in order to proceed in the dungeon. You can't open that door on the 12th floor, or in the 11th floor, whatever it was, to get to the 12th floor if you don't. So anyway, I think there's something that happens on the 9th floor, so I will probably meet you guys there when we start up again. But anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.